All right, buddy, hang on. Wait, you're messing everything up, Winnie. We have Winston and Pepper. The dogs are in here every day. Yeah, there it is. Reach, reach, reach. They're not great machinists.
This is what we call ZMF South, which is our machine shop. We got this guy back here. He's not allowed to leave. I remember like 7, 8 years ago when I was machining in my basement to make prototypes, dust flying everywhere, and Bevan would go into the basement and just kind of make a face and run away. Now that we have this machine shop, we can just make prototypes and stuff out of wood because you can 3D print a prototype, you can make it out of any other material, but until we make it out of wood, it doesn't really have that tactile sound that we know we're gonna get.
When I started in machining audio products, I worked with only aluminum. Aluminum's easy. It's always the same. It always does the same thing.
Wood you would think would be a lot softer than metal and easier to cut, and some wood is, but there's also a lot of species that Zach seems to be able to find that are actually a bigger pain in the butt to work with.
I try to have some self-control when it comes to buying wood, but I also have a problem, and the first part of admitting you have a problem is admitting you have a problem.
A lot of times we'll just be chugging along down here and I'll hear a truck back up to the dock and there will be 2 pallets on there. And I'll call Zach and he'll be very excited.
So we always have had like an anti-Toyota, like non-lean inventory.
Whenever Jude gets a box of wood, I'll stop and just watch him unbox wood because I want to see what it looks like when it comes out.
I can usually tell when something's gonna be special.
I want to have a variety. Well, I think that's what's kind of fun about collecting something, but it creates a problem down here because there's just so much.
The wood pallet Tetris of where everything goes in the shop.
Fortunately, Ryan has made a storage system. It will allow me to buy wood whenever I want, or you know, I do have a place where I stop.
Basically anything that looks like it's got a 2x4 and 3-inch screws in it, I probably made it. I've built the cabinet that holds 700 plus stabilized pieces, the workbench, pretty much built everything else here. Everything's about accessibility for those guys and the machines. They're, you know, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, and I'm the road crew. If I'm good at making sure the road crew is all together and the stage is put up, then they're gonna perform well. And if they perform well, then, well, you get good headphones.
Sometimes we'll get a pallet of wood or a slab or something in and you look at it, you don't see it as a headphone, you see it as part of a tree.
Knowing that these pieces of wood could be up to hundreds of years old and come out of places that, you know, none of us will ever venture to see, and then it ended up in my hands. I love the gravity of that. There's very little application for a piece of Buckeye burl. But once you've dried it out in the oven, stabilized it with resin, and then even more further with the epoxy and the color that goes along with it, it becomes this beautiful blank that is a workable piece of material.
There are a lot of wood products out there that have advanced too far and you kind of lose the wood and what makes it special. I'm not looking to make everything look uniform. It's like jazz, where there's a framework in the species of wood, but you're never gonna encounter the exact same thing again.
Every piece of wood is different, every type of wood is different, it all cuts differently.
Even every board is different from one end to the other.
These guys are really experienced machinists, and they came from machining metal. They have to kind of experiment with new things because, you know, wood's moving and it's alive in a way much more than a metal piece.
I just like getting lost and solving the problem, really. I do a lot of CAD work, so I get a chance to kind of take it from start to finish. So I get to design the fixturing, I get to program the machines. We spend a lot of time here working on the work holding aspect of things. How do we hold the part? How do we not crush the wood? One of the biggest problems we have isn't machining at all, it's dust collection. how to handle it safely in a machine that's not designed to cut wood. Standard tooling that's used in wood routers would just burn up really quickly. We'd get maybe a day or two's use out of them. We already ran Haas in the shop, which is primarily used for cutting like steel, aluminum, stuff like that. Now we're able to cut for several weeks without having to change the tooling. And we get a better finish on the product.
Giving them the agency to say, hey, I need to try this, I need this part. Telling them like, hey, come to me, tell me what's going on, tell me the problems, tell me the equipment we need to fix it.
I'm always looking at new equipment, whether Zach wants me to or not. There's a lot of stuff in here that are just kind of ideas that we've had and things we wanted to try.
We're always trying new things. We're always seeing what looks good, what feels good.
We got into robotics here because we just needed to make more. The robot has really helped us run at night with programs that we know are proven, with woods we know are proven, with tooling we know is proven. And we can double our output just with adding a robotic arm.
The robots, they don't have names. We're pretty lame with that. Machine A and Machine B.
We're always nice to them. They are so stupid.
Don't let them hear this, but I don't think these robots are smart enough to take over just yet.
I have no fears of them taking over.
I think being at the origin of every cut pair is kind of a blessing and a curse. As soon as something comes off the machine, I'll know. The curse is that I generally don't get to see, all the rest of the work that goes into making it what it is. What Zach and them are able to turn it into is just a completely different animal than what you sent up there, and the life cycle has so many twists and turns.
This machine shop has kind of come to what it is today, inch by inch, kind of growth line by growth line.
There's just always something to work on, something to improve, something to make, a new fixture. I think Zach really helps push us to keep moving forward because he also always has new ideas and new products. Sometimes I feel like I can't keep up with them.
I love coming down here to the ZMF South shop, and the reason is because these guys really care about the process.
This isn't just your job, it's not just what you are, or what you do. It's literally like your life. The sum of it all matters.
I really hope that the customers just realize how much work and care goes into everything that we do. Every little detail has been thought out.
I hope they feel the love that we've put into it, that they open the box and they look at it and they're just feeling that this is exactly what this is supposed to feel like.
It's something that lasts forever, and it sounds kind of cheesy, but in the end, it's very true and it's very rewarding.
I just feel really honored to get to work with these guys down here. Every time we make a headphone, I truly believe it's better than the last one we built.
We got a baby dog. Oh, we're so relaxed. We love this. You love
This is a part.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Oh, that's a Selena bass made out of Richlight.